Hello. Hello. Hey guys. So, if you notice, we're back to our other background here, and that's because we're doing we're doing a different kind of stream this time. We're doing an art stream, so the background actually, yeah, different starting soon this time, guys. Yeah, yeah. Um, so we're gonna be trying something different. So I will warn you, it does look a little bit janky. It's gonna look a little bit janky, guys. But hopefully it's not too janky. Okay? But it's gonna look really janky. So just a warning. Hello. So basically, the way I have this set up right now is you guys are on a camera right here. Hello. You guys are on a camera. So you guys are pointing at my iPad right now. So you guys can see it. Because I couldn't get screen sharing to work for my iPad for some reason. Right? Um, so yeah. Pretty oh gosh, it's picking up my voice. I'm getting feedback. Oh gosh. I Sorry guys. I keep forgetting to mute myself uh when I have my stream open so I can see chat. Yeah, guys, I got a hand now. Look at that. I'm not just a faceless voice. I have a hand. Hand jump scare, am I right? Alright, so to start off with, oh, please tell me this isn't dead. Oh dear. That'd be really unfortunate. I start the stream and my pencil is dead. That's really unfortunate. Hang on. Surely 20%. Bro, then why aren't you working? There we go. Alright. So, if you haven't noticed, I've never streamed, my drawing stuff, at all. But I believe I've gotten better since, all my drawings for my lovely little thumbnails. I'm trying to move things around so I can see chat just in case. Okay. So, you might be wondering, what is Balancing Spirits? And, why are you dedicating an entire art stream for this, right? Well, Balancing Spirits is a game that I've been working on in the background for a while now, and it basically consists of, let me draw her, our main character. Oh gosh. This is so nerve-wracking to draw in front of everybody like this. Just do a quick little sketch of her right here. Just pretend we're not here. Wow. That really helps when I just look at chat and I instantly see someone, like, say something. I'm like, oh, well. No, I think I just need to, lock in a little bit, Lock in and get this. And just feel the music, I don't know about you guys, but, like, when I, do art, I really like it when I have, like, music or video in the background, because that helps me, like, kind of focus more so. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if we have any artists in chat right now. Or more that are lurking. You know, I can see that there's at least 5 people, maybe less here. So I know there has to be somebody in there that's an artist. Oh, it's just a little tilted. Hang on. See, that's why you gotta zoom out sometimes, because if you don't zoom out, sometimes you get too invested in the small stuff, and you don't see the big picture. So true. Listen, the reason that, so streaming has actually helped me want to be more productive with my stuff. That's one of the reasons I'm, like, trying to consistently stream, for balance, for the, portrait artist, because it helps me, a lot. Okay, so let me add a little bit more details. Alright, so let's Alright, so this is kind of a rough sketch of my character. I'm trying to get a good view for you guys, because I know the camera's a little bit blurry. But this is basically a rough view of her. So her name is Cass. You can barely even see when I wrote it out. Come on. Yeah. It is so zoomed in for you guys to be able to see. But basically this is Cass. And the whole thing with the game, right, is that she is trying to get home away from the spirit world. So she gets trapped in the spirit world, and she just wants to get back to her normal life, right? She just wants to go home. Which, you know, when you get pulled into, like, a magical world against your will, I feel like a lot of people, like, underestimate how much, you know, you really want to go home. Like, characters just want to go home and don't want to, you know, have to have, like, a whole magical destiny thing. So she really doesn't want the whole, like, oh, well, you're trapped here and now you have to save everybody thing, you know? But the other thing is that, you know, you might be wondering, well, you know, what is she? You know, she's clearly got, like, a deer head on her, with, like, what's going on there? Well, the cool thing about this, right, and keep in mind, guys, I'm not doing spoilers, I'm just gonna be doing context, just so then you guys can learn the character better, and, maybe even make you like the game a little bit more. But basically the reason she, if you haven't seen the plot of Amphibia, you might like it. Yes, yeah. That's actually, yeah, I've seen Amphibia, I love Amphibia, it's a really good show. Highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't seen it. But it is kind of similar to that, except it adds another layer on top of it. So, basically, the reason she has this deer head, right, is because, I'll draw him in the corner over here. So this little guy, so there's this deer in the woods, right? And this deer, he's not a normal deer, right? So So, basically, she sees this three-eyed deer in the woods, injured, right? And she's like, oh, I should help him. The second she touches him, transported to the spirit world, and now they are combined into one being. And so that kind of complicates it a little bit more of needing to get home, because now you have a spirit animal's soul also stuck in your body. But it also allows her to have some really cool powers, and I'm really excited to make those in game. And so, yeah, so this is our little character. She's pretty cool, and I'm not gonna get too much into why she was in the woods, because that is a little bit of a spoiler for the beginning of the game, I guess. But one of the things I do want to start sketching out is the party. So the start of the game, you start a party that you kind of were dragged to. Was kind of dragged to a party, and now she has to. She's like, oh, I kind of want to go home. Now. I gotta find my friend, and we gotta get home, right? So I kind of want to sketch out the opening scene. Because I think that'll be a cool little thing for you guys to see, and hopefully it'll kind of create a little bit of hype around this game that I'm making. Also, a slight delayed echo. Ooh. I don't know how that's happening. I don't know how I'm having a slight delayed echo. I'm gonna keep talking. Let me know if I still have an echo. Let me know if I still have an echo or anything. But I can't tell fully. Yeah, I can't tell if I have an echo or not. If you have two things recording audio, I'm not sure why it has a delay. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, hang on. I don't think it's the camera. Because it should be only using the mic, the main mic. So there's no reason that it should be. I can still hear it. I'm trying to fiddle with it. I'm trying to figure it out. Hang on. Let's see here. Wait, I wonder. Hang on. Wait. What happens then? Alright, I switched it to a different thing. You guys still getting it? Let me see here. Let's see here. hang on. Okay, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Wait, I think I got it. Cause I'm only seeing one line now. So, are you guys still hearing it now? Because I'm only seeing one line. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna turn the audio for the desktop back on, and hopefully it's... Alright. Alright, awesome. Glad to hear that. Woo! That's what we call teamwork. That's awesome. Alright. Good stuff. Glad we are no longer having the audio issues. Okay. Alright. So, let's make sure you guys can see this properly. Okay. So, when it comes to this, I'm trying to think of, because I want you guys to be able to see how I'm sketching it, so I'm just like trying to think of a good way to do it. Because you guys, like, I made a line, you guys barely see that. That looks like a crack on my screen. But, I don't know, maybe I'll just zoom in and like... Alright, and then... we have... Oh, also, one thing I'm gonna try and do for, my game is, and I got this from a game that just recently came out, or at least the demo just recently came out. It's called, I believe it's called Herobromania. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a very cool game. But the thing that I'm thinking about taking from it is the idea of so I thought it was just gonna be you can only move this way or like this way, but in the game you actually can go like full WASD, and like you could go like up and down and this way on this like stretch here, which is really cool. And I didn't even think like ever you could do that with like a 2D like looking side scroller thing. So I'm thinking about adding that to my game just to kind of create more depth, and like I think it'd be pretty cool to have. So yeah. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, let's add some key components. So we want to add chair. Need this horizon line to be farther back. I don't know why I made it this close. My headphones keep like sliding against the mic, and I feel bad. Like I feel like I'm like messing up the audio for you guys a little bit when I do that. This should be... so now we have a room, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We have a room now. Do a little bit of this. Oh, beautiful. Yep. Things are coming together. Alright, yep. This. Yep. Alright. Still a little bit wonky with like the dimensions, but the idea is there. So yeah. Come on, focus, please. There we go. Now, let's add the chair. So first off, let's add this nice little DJ booth thing here. Alright, nice. And then we got a speaker. Every time I look over, I realize you guys can't see, like, anything that I'm doing. And I feel so bad. Because I'm like, the whole point is so that then you guys can see it. Yep, and then we're gonna put second speaker. Right. Alright, and then... Alright, so now we have a pretty good, like, space here. Right? So it looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna add in some people. Some people partying. I think I'm gonna first add in the DJ. So just a rough little sketch of the DJ. me trying to figure out which hand he's holding up. Maybe... Okay, yeah, so be... Alright. Something like that. Oh, why is his head so big, bruh? Bruh's got a big head. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna do that for now. Yeah, that'll work for now. Get rid of these, because we don't need those. Okay. Okay. So now is the crazier part of adding in all the party people. So, because the environment I want to make is party environment, and like a party environment that you're kind of like, yeah, we're jamming, we're having a good time, yeah, you know? So, yeah. I will say, yeah, I've never actually been to this kind of party. I've just seen it on like shows, and movies. So, yeah, basically that's my only reference, when it comes to this. But on the bright side, at least there's references. So, alright. So, what I want to do actually is I want to make a new layer to kind of block this out more. Because the thing is about these background people is you're not really going to be able to see them. Which helps for me, because then I don't need to actually make a lot of people. That's way too big. What do I want to do? I think that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be good. Just block it out. Be a little bit lighter. Okay. And then let's have it kind of like a blob here. You can kind of hear my pen going, tapping away a little bit. So the reason I'm like kind of blocking this out is just because it's gonna be like a mass of bodies, and I want to get like a good idea of like, you know, how exactly I need to, like, what's going on exactly, you know? Yeah. I need to change this chair here, because it's very small. Maybe it's just because this guy is like messing up my proportions because he's so disproportional. It could be very well the case. Alright, well now he's just a blob. So that makes it a lot easier. Awesome. Okay. I think the chair is still a little small, so I'm gonna go in and fix that up a little bit. What's the game about? Okay, so here, let me hide this stuff and show you our main character again. Okay, so basically this game is about this girl, Cass, and she gets pulled into the spirit world, and she just wants to get home, right? So the whole game is about her trying to get home. And the big thing though is, you notice how she has a deer head on her, right? Well, it's because she accidentally combined with this spirit animal when she got pulled into the realm. And now they're one entity, and so that gives her some really cool powers that'll help you trying to get home. But basically, the game also consists of, let's see, I would say like it's a combination of like boss battles and like stealth, which is a weird combination, but I think it's gonna work. Because so the boss battles are the main gameplay that you're going to have, and it's where you're going to be using a lot of those powers the most. But the stealth sections are pretty cool because it adds in mini games, and you'll also be given some opportunities to use your powers as well. The stealth section is really fun because, and one of the reasons I made a stealth section is because of, here, allow me to draw this. Allow me to draw this bad boy. So the reason there's a stealth section in the first place is because, oh gosh, please let me be able to draw. It's because of this guy that I'm drawing for you right now. Basically, this guy, he is one of the corrupted. And hang on, I gotta start over. I did that bad. That's my bad. I feel like, man, that's, alright, I got this. But basically, the big thing about, like, this guy is that he's huge, right? And yes, like, some of the bosses are going to be big, right? But this guy is just an towering over, like, entity, basically. Gosh, please. I just want to be able to draw him so then you can kind of get an idea of why you need to run. Maybe if hang on, I'm gonna remove that from the cable. Maybe that'll help my movement a little bit better. Thanks, thank you. I've been wanting to get this game done for a while now, and I'm finally realizing I should probably just, you know, do it. He looks kind of derpy here. I swear he doesn't look this derpy. He just looks kind of derpy here. Um, Here, wait. What if I gave myself the whole canvas to work with? Or, better yet, this side. Alright. But the cool thing about him is that he's one of the, like, corrupted. Um, and that is a big part of the game, is the corrupted. And it's one of the reasons that you can't get home immediately, is because these guys, they're out and about. And that's kind of terrifying. Just do it, that's what I need to do for my side project too, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, one of the reasons that I was kind of, like, putting this off a little bit was because of, me just, like, feel like I need to, like, finish the script for it and all that stuff. And yes, I do still need to, like, finish up the script a little bit, because it's heavy in story. It's a really big story-based game. But I finally, like, basically, like, got that, down, basically. I finally decided, okay, I have, like, a good thing to put down for it. And so, I finally started writing in a book that I bring almost everywhere with me. And because of that, it's gotten me to write more. It's gotten me to do a lot more. Alright, here we go. Finally got him. He was being elusive for the longest time. This is a funny song that I'm drawing just this horrific monster to. And I love that. I love how it's just a horrific monster that I'm drawing while this lovely song is playing. I think this one's yeah, there we go. Teeth are a little whack. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then we add some antlers. Can't start doing task A because I need to finish task B. Task B, however, is waiting on me to finish task C. Task C will be much easier to finish once task A is done. Yes, yeah. It's very true, because, like, I always, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, once you get it in engine, then you can actually, like, you're, like, there, you gotta, like, you feel like you gotta get done. But for me, I'm like, but, like, I feel like you need to plan it out so then you know what you're doing in engine. What the frick is this song? Sorry, guys, hang on. What the frick is this? I have YouTube, like, the YouTube library, sound library going for me, just so then I don't get copyrighted. But I don't know what this song is. Very weird. Hang on. What's this one? This sounds weird. Let's do this one. Yeah, this one's much better. But no, I got trapped in that loop of just, like, constantly feeling like, You know, like just because I have like a bunch of basically like concept art, um, I was like, well, I have all this concept art, but I have no like real like concrete stuff. Um, what about lo-fi or something? That's a possibility. I feel like that could be really good. Um, I just don't want to get copyrighted. That's my fear. Because I did do Undertale for my first two streams, but those got smited by copyright. Um, hmm. If you guys have any, like, recommendations for, like, copyright-free music, lo-fi's a good one. Um, let me see if there's, like, lo-fi, like, copyright-free lo-fi. Um, let's see here. You've definitely used, yeah, yeah. Well, I think it's the weird thing is, so I think it's just because of the two iconic songs that got copyrighted, because I got copyrighted for the opening theme for Undertale, like Once Upon a Time. And then I got struck by oop, and then I also got struck by Falling Down. So maybe it's okay if I play like just like ones that aren't big, aren't like the big ones. Um but yeah, it was weird cuz I was like I swear I feel like people have, you know, done that. Another one I was thinking about playing for you guys was Nightcore. Dang. So it looks like like Nightcore is there is a chance it could be copyrighted for Nightcore, sadly. Oh man. Um yeah. So that sucks. But yeah, so it looks like we're gonna be stuck with YouTube music for a hot minute, just in case. Oh shoot. Is there a channel called there's a channel called Free Safe Music and it has some copyright free lo-fi music? Let me check that out. Hang on. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if my good old friend is coming in with the save here for some awesome music. So, free. Oh gosh. Hang on, guys. You guys look at the Pokemon while I unlock my iPad. There we go. There we go. You guys look at the horrifying creature while I try and see if I can get some nice chill music. So, let's see here. Uh, I found the YouTube channel. Let's see here. Cannot attest to the quality, but at least it's free. Hey, that's all I ask, and that's all I ask. Let's see here. Let's do. So we got upbeat, happy. We got romantic. We got dark, ambient. Um, how you guys feeling? What are you guys feeling? You guys feeling dark ambience? Let's see. We got like some playlist here. We got evening chill. We've got here. Let's do the evening chill beats. It's got no copyright, so it should be pretty good. Alright, now we wait and, after the stream I get to see if it actually worked or not, which is gonna be exciting. Okay, so, back to this lovely little guy. Basically, this is what makes it stealth, because, this guy is not like the others, and he is a lot bigger and a lot more intimidating. For reference, so let's say this is his head, right? So this would be Cass. So Cass would be a little guy down here, basically. She'd just be a little guy down here. So yeah, that's why you need to run, cause that's the size difference between these two. Around roughly. So that's lovely. So those jaws, they can definitely, like, it's a rough size difference because it could change, but regardless, this is basically what you're running from, which is fair. I would run from that. I think anybody would run from that if they suddenly got into a world they didn't know and it came after them, you know? So that's why we have stealth sections, and I'm planning on them now being, like, throughout the game. So then it's not just a one-off thing, and you guys have some, interesting stuff in between boss battles. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, for the boss battles, I believe almost every chapter has a boss battle. Healthy flight response. Exactly. Like, look at this girly. She don't want to be here. She's ready to run. Okay. But yeah. So that's kind of like a rough thing about the game. Earlier we were kind of working on a rough estimate, like a rough draft for the opening scene, which takes place at a house party. I don't have really that much experience when it comes to house parties, so... Oh. Whoopsies. Had that layer hidden. Jump scare. Bro, show. What do you mean? Oh, am I... Was I on... Was I drawing... Oh. I was on the wrong layer, guys. There we go. Okay. But I have seen a lot of TV shows, so hopefully Wow. Nerd moment. This is true, but I will say though, I'm about to go to my first big house party tonight. It's a Halloween party. I'm very excited. I don't know exactly who I'm gonna be yet, because I have a bunch of Halloween costumes. So, yeah. Kind of makes it hard to decide, for parties on, like, what you're gonna do, because you have so many. I'm thinking about going as, like, Frisk from Undertale, but not completely sure yet. I keep forgetting to, like, zoom in correctly so then you guys can see it. Because if you guys didn't know, you're seeing this from a camera. Oh, you want pictures later, Rose? I will send you pictures if I take any. I'm very bad about taking pictures, but I'll try and take some for you, okay? I'll try and take some, and I'll send them to you. Yes, I don't know how I can make it in focus, because it's always been like that. It's always been kind of a little messed up. You see, it's a little messed up. So, yeah. I don't know how to, like, make it a little bit more in focus for you guys. I might need to get, like, a new camera at some point. Um, or just, like, learn how to screen share it for, you guys to better see. Um, but for now, sadly, this is what we got. Um, anyways, so this blob right here in the middle, you see, that's gonna be, our people. So that's gonna be our, like, mass of people who are, like, dancing, having a great time, all that jazz, right? But the cool thing about this is that I don't need to draw, like, every individual person, uh, because they're just going to be, like, kind of blurbs. Um, so it's pretty cool. Um, so I don't need. So basically, for the sketch, you can see for the most part that's good. That's good. I do feel kind of bad that you guys are, not being able to fully see it, quite that well. Um, but, uh, yeah, if I keep doing these art streams, I think I'll buy a better camera for you guys to see. But you know what this camera is really good for? It's really good for, using Lockdown browser. I don't know if you guys know. I believe you guys probably know what Lockdown browser is, but um, basically it's when they lock down your computer, um, when you're taking a test on, D2L or any other, platform, that's like doing, like tests for schools, specifically colleges usually. Um, and it will make sure that you aren't looking at anything. I'm gonna do some shoes right here. So I think this is where. Right here-ish. It's gonna be kind of where we have the shoes. And then, so right here, this person's gonna be more visible. So I'll, like, kind of define them a little bit more. And then we'll have another person, maybe like right here. That's like more visible. Maybe another person, like another head back there. We'll have another person at the end. That's like visible-ish. I will say, this crowd, I feel like it doesn't seem like it's gonna be like super hard, but in the end, I feel like it is going to be, just because of how, like, it's like just facing. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, but I don't know. I feel like it could end up being, uh pretty rough. Anyways, this is kind of what I got for the crowd so far, just like blocking wise, with like where everybody's going to be. The next big thing that I want to do is kind of, so for the intro of the game, we have somebody that's like right here. Um, oh, that did not help point it out to you at all. Hang on. That's right here. And basically this person, you later interact with, or later comes to the interaction you're having, later with your friend at the party. And so I'm gonna block him out. Start with the, because I kind of want him to be leaning against the counter. So let's kind of get his, let's see, where to start? We'll have him looking kind of at the party. And I want this character to kind of, like, if you've ever seen Heathers, the musical or the movie, I kind of want this guy to kind of look like JD from that. So I kind of want him to look like school shooter kind of vibes. So if that gives you any indication of like what this character might kind of be, yeah. So that's kind of the vibe I'm going for with this guy. Is kind of school shooter. You know, he's kind of just, you know, there, and you're kind of like, oh, that's not the kind of guy I want to be with right now. You know, I want to get out of here. You know. So that's kind of the vibe we're going with for him. I just need to get him down, please. Let's see here. But yeah, this party is gonna be like the big part that like starts off a lot of starts off the game really, and it's really important because it helps you see kind of the relationships that Cass has with her friend currently, um, which is really interesting, I think, as like for her character. And it helps you kind of see like why she went running off into the woods in the first place. Okay, there we go. Now he's coming together. Finally. Rogue could not be bothered at all. Alright. Perfect. You guys can't see it at all. My bad. There we go. Okay. So this guy, hang on, let me grab something real quick. I will be back in 1 second, chat. I'm just gonna grab my book that I keep the script in. I should have brought it on hand with me before I started the stream, but I didn't think about it until I started the stream. So I'll be right back. Don't cause any fires while I'm gone, okay? I believe in you guys. Look at the sketchy guy in the corner. Make sure he doesn't burn anything. Alright, I'm back, chat. I'm back. And I brought my book. So this is the book that has everything in it. Pretty cool. Let me see here. I'm trying to find his name. He's a minor character, so he's not super important. Let's see here. Sketchy guy, no, yeah. Oh no, he has a flamethrower? Guys, we gotta kill him. Guys, I'm sorry. He's gotta die. You got a flamethrower? We can't be having that at a house party, guys. Like, that's illegal. Oh. I believe his name, let's see here, just to make sure. So I believe I named him. So his name in here is SD. Yeah, which stands for Shady Guy. Which is very funny. So that's his name. That's his like abbreviations in the notebook right now. I think I'm gonna name him probably like, I don't know. What do we want SD to stand for? I'll give you guys an option to name him if you want. If you guys want to name him, you can. But right now he just is named SD in the notebook. He just has SD. So if you guys want to create a name from SD, go for it. But yeah. So this is SD, stands for Shady Guy. But, yeah. So, Bro's a shady guy, you know. If that wasn't obvious by him, you know, chilling here, ominously. So, we are going to also add in his little trench coat. Sadly, I feel like this guy is gonna end up being so many people's type just by his look. And you know what? I hope he is, because that would be so funny. It'd be so funny for people to, like, you know, see him in the corner and be like, oh my gosh, he looks so cool. And then when they, like, have the interaction button, or, like, later on, they're like, huh? I'm no longer interested. They're like, uh-oh. They're like, this guy doesn't seem too good. I mean, he's technically not the main villain. He's not actually, like, a villain. He's just kind of there. What do you mean? Well, so, if you guys don't know, there's something called, like, Tumblr sexy men. And a lot of them have really long legs. And what does this man have? Really long legs. He's also got, you know, that shaggy hair. He's got the trench coat. He's got the whole 9 yards. which is really unfortunate. Um, but hey, what are you gonna do about it, you know? Um, I would understand, if I understand correctly, the people whose type he would be would like him even more after the betrayal. You're not wrong, actually. That's the most accurate thing I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, they probably would. There's a chance. Here, wait. Actually, I'm gonna see here. I'm gonna let me see here. Can I write one of his lines down and it not be this crazy spoiler? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright, guys. So, imagine, right? There's a fight going on, and, this guy, he comes over to try and break it up, right? Shocker of all shocks, he didn't start the fight. But he's gonna end it. But, so basically, we've got him, right? So he walks over, right? And here's what he says. Are you ready? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ladies, gentlemen, let's keep things civil. Now, what seems to be the issue? So, that's kind of what his big intro to the conversation is in that cutscene is, and I feel like people who are his type are gonna be very interested, because he's not necessarily the bad guy, but he's not the good guy. He's not the good guy in the situation either. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He's just the loner in the corner that nobody wants to talk to, for good reason. For good reason, and I'm not gonna spoil that, because I think it'll kind of shock people, um, in game. So I'm not gonna spoil it or anything like that. But so this is kind of what we're looking at for, yeah. This game gets big and he's gonna have his own fandom. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I'd actually have to give him a name then. Oh, no. Because right now he just has SD, and it just stands for Shady Guy. You think I could just keep that? At least for right now. He'll just be Shady Guy. He'll just be SD. Because our main character, the reason that he's just SD is because our main character doesn't know his actual name. Because our main character doesn't know him. Alright? He is legitimately a mystery to our main character. That's not to say other people, like anybody else in the house doesn't know him. It's just saying that our main character was brought to this house party by her friend, and there's a shady guy in the corner who may or may not, be the host or not. We don't know. We don't know. But yeah, this is like kind of the rough sketch of the first big, or I'd say actually the first entrance, the intro to the game, basically. The intro to the game is this scene right here. I think it looks pretty good for the sketch. And what else? If we want, actually, we can also work on so this basically goes to out here, so you can go past this part right here. So basically you can go into this part, which is the kitchen, and that's where like a lot of the big stuff happens, and that's where that whole conflict happens that I mentioned to you. Um, so it's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, let's let's clean this up a little bit more, and then maybe we can possibly add some colors. But I will say, I don't know if he would get his own fandom or not. Simply because, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be characters that are a lot more interesting, later in the game. Um, because the character I think that is really going to be interesting, and I think people are really gonna like, um, his name is Hollow, and he's kind of the first spirit animal other than the one that's connected to you that you meet. And he's really cool because I don't know, he's mysterious and you want to know more about him, but you don't know like exactly what's going on, and he's the one who's gonna teach you and kind of help you out. Um, you guys want me to? Do you guys want me to draw a Hollow for you, or some other like main characters, or do you want me to keep drawing the first scene? This is true. This is true. Oof. Technically, I'm procrastinating some homework as well. So, but I appreciate you coming, popping in. Um, but good luck with that homework or whatever work you have to do. Um, whichever. We can keep going with the scene. All right. All right. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna color out the crowd here. I think what I'm gonna go for is like a dark. Yeah, I mean, streams sometimes can help people with like, procrastinating because it's like, okay, I have the stream on and I do work while I'm doing the stream. But for other people, sometimes it's more of a, oh, I need to be completely focused on the stream in order to really understand what's going on. I know that's what's happened with I do sometimes with streams, especially when it comes to like lore streams for like basically any like Minecraft thing. I'll be like, oh, I'll just put it on in the background. No, that's not how that works. I'm just gonna be sucked in and be like, I gotta know what's going on. I can just do this, actually. Yeah, and then boop. Yep. Okay. And we got a new one, and we go up a color. And we're gonna need this. Where is it? Need you above everything else. This was a good call for music, though. This was very good call for music. I really like this music. 10 out of 10. I might use this in my other stream. This most detailed people. Oh, whoops. That's too close. Okay. Let me move this a little bit. Okay. So this kind of looks like a crowd. This kind of looks more like a crowd now. Because you can kind of see the difference in depth. You guys aren't seeing the colors quite as I am, but that's just because how the camera is, how you guys can actually see the screen. It's a little bit lighter than what I'm actually using. And just for you guys' sake, I think what I'm gonna do, once stream is over, I'm gonna probably I'm gonna post this on the channel, just so then you guys can see properly how it looks, because I think that'll be really cool for you guys. What else? Flooring. I'm thinking wood flooring would be cool. Put this under everybody basically. And there we go. Oh. There we go. Some wood flooring, and then walls. Let's do. Let's do this color. Actually, hold up. Something I want to do just to kind of give the vibe of party is I want to put the whole thing under a filter basically almost. So let me do this. And then actually wait, can I just where is there's gotta be there we go.
Clouds painted gray in the morning light. Paper boats sailing down streets tonight. Static hum whispers through the air. Chasing dreams without a care. Neon signs flicker where shadows drift. Sleepless thoughts are the only
There we go.
gift. Worn out shoes on a broken path. Counting stars in the aftermath. Through the
you guys can't see it properly right now. Hang on 1 second, and you guys will be able to see it. I just want to make sure it looks proper when you guys are able to see it. Okay. Come on, focus. Oh my gosh, it actually... Wait. Guys, it's not white right now. That's really funny. It can't process the light that it's outputting right now. Yeah, so you can kind of see the pinkness if I zoom in a little bit, but that's really funny. Yeah, it's kind of slowly getting it, but no, that's crazy. So you see the layer that I have right here? That's on like, so like maybe, yeah, you can see it a little bit better now. But basically I made a layer of like pinks to kind of like give it a almost like foggy sense. So then you kind of feel like, oh well, I'm kind of like in it, you know. But no, that's really interesting how like different the camera like picks up on things. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Um, did not expect that. Did not know it would react like that. Come on, lock in camera, please. I will say the other thing is like, the funny thing. I feel like that's like, you know how you have, things that you keep saying, like, over and over again, and, like, you're like, wait, I shouldn't keep saying this. It's like when you say like a bunch, you know? I keep saying, like, what's the word? I can't think of it right now, but I keep saying it, and it's very interesting. Okay, so now paint this bad boy. Paint this. Yep. Paint this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. We're going. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys about how I have my camera set up. Yeah. So my camera is attached to my mic right now. So my mic is pointed across the camera, um, or pointed across my iPad right here. So it's going across this way. So very interesting. I usually completely change my patterns of speech about once a month because I catch myself doing that. And sometimes my brain says, I should occasionally use different words or phrase. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too, where I catch myself doing things and I'm like, wait, why am I doing that? I should be, I should be doing, you know, a different uh, like speech pattern. Like, why am I doing this one? You know. Um, but in the end, like, Sometimes it's just what happens. Alright, let's add some colors for this boy. This angsty boy. Oh, that's too big. Huh. Yeah, so I knocked my mic and you saw like the camera jiggle a little bit. Yeah. Very, very silly setup I got going on. But it worked. So, you know. Of course. Thank you so much for popping in, Rose. I will see you someday. I'll see you someday. Um, I will see you on a call later at on Sunday. A Sunday. I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually meet that Sunday, but hopefully we will, and we'll be able to do D&D again, which will be awesome. Yeah. Alright, let's... I will say the interesting thing about doing this is keeping in mind that it won't look like the way it should now because I have the pink tint over it. So now I have to keep in mind good old-fashioned color theory. The other thing is that I am probably going to take this whole thing and put it into the animation software. Just because I need to well, I want to basically like have these guys moving a little bit, have this guy like this DJ over here like jumping around and all that. And I might have him doing some like idle movements, you know, just some background stuff. So that's why I think like I'll probably take this and put it into different application later. But for now, it's good to have a good background of just frozen stuff. This is true. Red does have a lot of positive connotations. But the thing with red, it can actually, so because it's often associated with like anger, um, that's how it has like that negative connotation with it. Um, so yes, it does have like some great connotations sometimes, for like romantic and all that stuff. It still has like some negative stuff with it just because of what's it called? Just because of like how it's associated with anger. Hmm. Oh, I never thought. Wait, I never thought about what ethnicity I wanted to make this man. Hmm. just gonna hit a color on the color wheel and see what happens. Because also his color is gonna be look. He looks too much like his pants, bro. Come on. I need to change his pants. Yeah, I'm gonna change his pants. We'll keep this. His pants will become. Make this darker. So go down here and now they're blending in with the floor. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. That kind of works. That kind of works. Okay. Oh, because it's under the tent, it looks different. There we go. I know a lot of people usually like do ink before they do color, and sometimes I do that. This time I don't know, I just didn't. I think it's just because I wanted to get in the colors, and just kind of see it come to life more. And that's why I kind of like didn't want to do like the inking. It's also because I think I'm more like just I don't know. I feel like inking is very hard to do, and I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit, I guess, nervous to do it on like that on stream, just because like that takes a lot more time and energy to do, and it's not as easy to do. Um, and finally, the pièce de résistance. We're gonna go jet. Alrighty, SD is colored. How do we feel? I feel like he looks pretty good. Let me do some of the counters that he's under. Again, turquoise maybe? Yeah. Beautiful. I will say I'm thankful for the blurry camera because I did not turn my Discord notifications off on accident. So you guys can't see them because it's blurred. So that's good at least. Alright, I think we made really good progress right now. I'm gonna fill in. Let me turn this guy off. Oh, you guys can actually slightly see the difference. It's just kind of hard for you guys. But, I'm gonna get this guy colored in. I want him to be blue. I don't really want... Well... Actually, he'd be more so this color, because he'd be semi... You'd kind of see him, you kind of wouldn't. So he'd be kind of on this level. So... Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So this is kind of what we're seeing for right now. This is what he looks like without the pink filter. I think he looks pretty cool. You know, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of how he came out. So yeah. If I end up making a Tumblr sexy man, I'd be honored. I'd be honored. You know why? Because then I'd know people had played my game. Or at least seen some content from it. So, you know what? And that's all I ask. And that's all I ask. I think I'm gonna call it for today's stream. So because I need to get ready for a Halloween party, and I think we've done quite a lot. My goodness, there's so many layers. I'm gonna hide all of these. Boom, 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 boom. Unhide this in. But I just want to remind you guys about, let's see here, about, oh, there we go, about balancing spirits, which hopefully what's it called, demo, hopefully the demo will be out in like hopefully sometime in 2026. So that's when I'm hoping the demo will be released. So keep an eye on it. I will let you guys know when the Steam page is released. But I will probably not be releasing the Steam page until like January. But yeah, so guys, Balancing Spirits 2026 for demo, and then again, main character. But yeah, that's it for the stream, guys. Bye. Bye. Have a good night, and hope to see you guys this Friday for another